G'day, guys, and welcome back to AdosTheGreat YouTube channel. Now, guys, I know a lot of you guys that are watching this are probably thinking, this dickhead, man, I don't want to hear what he's got to say about the Rabbitohs. Look, at the end of the day, that's all well and good. If you do want to click off this video, you are more than welcome to. But if you do want to hear what a diehard Rabbitohs fan has to say about Thursday night's performance, then stick around. I would really love to talk to some of you guys in the comments as well, whether you guys are Rabbitohs fans, bloody Raiders fans, Knights fans, Eels fans, whatever it is. If you guys want to have a chat in the comments, I'm happy to do so. But so Thursday night was not a good night for me. As a Rabbitohs fan, it was extremely disappointing. We let in 32 points in one half of football. I tell you what, it has been a long weekend. All right. So if we look at some of the stats, like realistically, stats wise, it was all fairly close, except on the scoreboard. So there's a lot of things we need to fix up. But statistically wise, 49% of possession went to the Rabbitohs, 51 to the Dragons. Both sides had 40 sets. We completed 70%. They completed 80. That's a big reason of why they won this game. We actually had more runs than them, 198 to 185, and then more run meters, 1642 to 1515. We had more post contact meters with 500. They had 458. Line breaks, we had 7. They had 5. Tackle breaks was 31 to the Dragons, 30 to Souths. Average play the ball speed was 4 each side. Like it was very close. Tackles 362 to us, 338 to them. And you might be thinking, like, yeah, but we missed a hell of a lot more tackles. We missed 31 tackles. They missed 30. Now, a lot of this was because of the improvement in the second half. But the discipline was one of the bigger issues as well. So we conceded 9 penalties to their 5. We made 12 errors. They actually made 14. Now, bear in mind, a lot of this was in the second half where we started to mount a comeback. Obviously, it was nowhere near enough. But yeah, so at the end of the day, it was actually quite close, like statistically wise. It's just on that scoreboard, it was far from it. The Dragons scored a lot of longer range tries. They just killed us at times, and we just, we just made stupid errors. The position we made those errors were right in front of our try line. Like it was disappointing. And as a Rabbitohs fan, I was absolutely gutted with that performance. Now, obviously, you know, I'm on Facebook. I'm joined up to about, I think it's about 15 to 20 Rabbitohs pages, so I see a lot of what the fans comment. And while I think criticism is good, but it has to be constructive criticism. If it's not constructive, then it's just people putting the players down, and that's never going to do anything. They're not going to want to improve when people are just slandering them left, right, and center. Yeah, look, at the end of the day, you might think that sometimes this is what's needed to be said for them to pick up their game, but it's not all the time. I think constructive criticism is a wonderful thing, and we should use that more often. But to put a player down, to put a coach down, it's just not necessary. Now, my good friend, or good Facebook friend, I guess, Brendan, he's always commenting some positive stuff on the Rabbitohs Facebook pages and stuff like that, all the groups, and I admire him. He is somebody that as a Rabbitohs fan, I look up to, and that's where I want to be as a Rabbitohs fan. I want to be someone that, even if we're doing terribly, we're looking like one of the worst teams in the league, he'll be there. He'll have something positive to say when everybody else is being absolutely negative, and I love that. I think that is honestly a true supporter. I stand by any comment that he makes. If he corrects me on something, thumbs up, man. Honestly, you know what? I was out of line. I shouldn't have said that. He is what it means to be a Rabbitohs supporter, and I've got the utmost respect for Brendan. I can't pronounce your last name, mate. Tzilski, mate, I'm so sorry. I do not know. I can't pronounce your last name. I'm going to try and get it right. because, look, I can't pronounce names for the best of me. I'm surprised I can actually bloody pronounce Keon Kaloa Matangi, and even that I still get wrong. So Brendan Talitsky, I hope I got that right, mate. But he makes it worthwhile being a Rabbitohs fan because, he brings so much positivity to supporters and just in general to the Rabbitohs. So I honestly do look up to you, mate. You're a bloody champion, and I hope one day I've got as much merchandise as you. I saw that post the other day. That was amazing. I think I've got about 25 jerseys at the moment, so I'm a little bit away from you, but hopefully I'll catch up one day. But yeah, back onto the Rabbitohs. Look, at the end of the day, this is another thing that Brendan said. So going back to Brendan, but reverting back to the Rabbitohs. So the Rabbitohs have lost a lot of talent from last season. Adam Reynolds is gone. Dane Gagai is gone. Jaden Sewer's gone. We've lost a lot of depth, a lot of talent. Yes, we have signed other, sort of fringe players that have really found their feet with South, and I'm very proud of that. But at the end of the day, we have lost a lot of players. We've lost a master coach in Wayne Bennett, and to be sitting at 7th after 15 rounds, or it might be 16. I can't remember. I think it's round 15. I could be wrong. It's been a long weekend, as I said, but we're doing pretty well. Like, all in all, we are doing pretty well. While I was very disappointed at how we played on the weekend, we've got to look at the bigger picture. We've lost a hell of a lot of talent. We haven't had Latrell for pretty much the whole season. And to be sitting in the top 8 with probably no chance of dropping out next week either, I think that's really good. I don't know what the cat's doing, but it doesn't sound good. That's pretty good to me. Like, I think that's actually really good on a Rabbitohs sort of I don't know, perspective. I don't know what I'm saying now, but I just think it's very good where we're sitting at the moment. I'm comfortable with it, especially since we've lost a lot of players. Latrell hasn't been there. So, I'm very happy about that. But I'd love to hear what you guys think because, this is just me talking, and I'd love to hear from other supporter groups as well, whether that be the Broncos, Panthers, whatever it is. I'd love to hear some stories about when, your team went through a bit of a struggle phase because, as we all know, the Rabbitohs have been through worse than what we're going through at the moment. Like, you cannot disagree with that. There's been other teams that have gone through a lot worse than us as well. So shout out to my Parramatta fans. But look, at the end of the day, while I think the club's got a long way to go to improve to get back into that sort of contender sort of window, I think at this stage this year, we're actually looking pretty good. So I'd love to hear from you guys, though. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.